Okay, so I've been sitting here staring at my screen for like an hour, trying to process what is actually happening on General Hospital right now, and I feel like I'm losing my mind. Seriously, I'm typing this and my brain is just, it's static. It's pure static. Because we need to talk about Maxie Jones. We need to talk about Maxie Jones and the absolute nightmare fuel that was the last 6 months, but also, wait, actually, before I even get to the coma stuff, can we just acknowledge the level of petty evil it takes to poison someone with a face mask? Like literally, a face mask. On live TV. I keep replaying that scene in my head. August obsprzecie doami doazec shichench. I think it was the 18th or maybe the 19th? No, it was definitely the 18th. Because I remember tweeting about how bad the lighting on the Home and Heart set was that day. Anyway, Maxie is there. She's promoting the Deception Youth Truth Night Mask, which, by the way, terrible name, who approved that? And she puts it on and just drops. Bam. Floor. At the time, we all thought it was just, I don't know, exhaustion or maybe a panic attack. God knows the woman has enough reasons to panic. But no, it wasn't stress. It was Jen's Sidwell. Okay, wait, let me back up. I'm jumping into the middle. So, Jens Sidwell. This guy, I mean, we knew he was bad news when he started pumping money into deception. Alright, you don't just casually have that much cash and a menacing accent without being a villain in Port Charles. That's just the rules. But I didn't think he was this kind of villain. I thought he was like corporate raider villain, not let's melt a mother of three's brain with a biological weapon villain. Because that's what it was. A biological weapon. Here's what's bugging me though. It's the arrogance. It's the sheer unadulterated audacity of this man. Spoilers confirmed that on August 26, so like a week after Maxie face-planted on national television, Sidwell literally bragged about it. He told his associate Colette, who, by the way, what is her deal? Is she working for him or is she just terrified? I can't tell. That the compound worked perfectly. He said it like he fixed a leaky faucet. Meanwhile, Maxie is in a coma at GH and her kids are, God, the kids, James, Georgie, Bailey. They spent 6 months thinking their mom might never wake up. 6 months. Do you know how long that is in kid time? James probably grew like 3 inches. Bailey probably started... Wait, how old is Bailey now? I lost track. Anyway, the point is they lost half a year with their mother because Sidwell wanted controlling interest in a cosmetics company. Actually, no. Wait, that's not right. It wasn't just about the company. I mean, it was, but it was also about the whistleblowing. Because, and this is the part that makes me want to throw my laptop out the window, Maxie was so close. She was so close to taking him down. Remember that meeting with Martin Gray? It was the morning of the poisoning. The same morning. She sat down with Martin, who, let's be honest, is the messiest lawyer in town, but he gets things done, and she was ready to go to the DA. She had the receipts. She found the financial irregularities. She knew Sidwell was washing dirty money through deception. She was going to blow the whistle. And Sidwell knew. Which brings me to the thing that I can't stop thinking about. The rabbit hole that I am currently falling down at 2 a.m. Ross Cullum. Okay, so if you're not paying attention to the WSB stuff, you might have missed this. But Ross Cullum is the director of the WSB's European division. A literal, high-ranking intelligence official, and he is the one who gave Sidwell the enzyme. Let that sink in for a second. We have a government official, a guy who is supposed to be, I don't know, protecting the world from weather machines or whatever the WSB does these days, and he's handing out experimental enzymes to corporate goons, so they can silence cosmetic executives. No, seriously. Why? What does Ross Cullum get out of deception? Is it just money? Is the WSB underfunded? Or is it something darker? Because I remember hearing something about Faison's final project. Wait, did I dream that? No, I'm pretty sure that was a thing. If Cullum is connected to Faison, oh god. That would explain so much. But also, it's just so petty. Like, you're the WSB. You have satellites. You have spies. And you're using your resources to spike a jar of face cream. It's weird. Like, really weird? The whole thing is just weird. But it worked. For 6 months, it worked. Maxie was out cold. Lucas Jones, bless him, he's the only doctor in that hospital who seems to actually look at blood work, flagged the anomaly. He found the enzyme. He knew something was wrong. And Anna Devane, because she's Anna freaking Devane, started asking questions. But Cullum buried it. He used his WSB clearance to scrub the records, falsify Anna's files, just gaslight everyone into thinking it was a medical mystery. And now, okay, I need to take a breath, because this next part is actually making me physically ill. Maxie woke up the 12th of February 2026. She opens her eyes. A miracle, right? The nightmare is over. She's back. She can hug her kids. She can reclaim her company. She can nail Sidwell to the wall. Except Nathan West is alive. I'm sorry, what? I know, nobody stays dead in Port Charles. Jason has died like 4 times. Sonny falls off a bridge every other Tuesday. But Nathan, we saw the funeral. We saw the open casket. I cried. I literally cried for days. And now he's just back. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that he's with Lulu. Lulu Spencer, Maxie's best friend. The woman who... Wait, didn't Lulu spend years in a coma too? Is this like a coma bonding thing? Did they meet in the liminal space between life and death and decide to hook up? I don't understand. How do you do that? How do you look your best friend in the eye? Well, I guess you can't look her in the eye when she's in a coma, but how do you date her husband? Okay, dead husband. But still, while she is lying in a hospital bed because she was poisoned by a biological weapon, it's too much. So Maxie wakes up right. She's probably groggy. Her muscles are atrophied. She's missed Christmas. She's missed birthdays. And then someone, probably Spinelli, because Spinelli always has to deliver the bad news while looking like a kicked puppy, has to tell her, hey, glad you're not dead. By the way, your husband is alive, but he's sleeping with your best friends forever. Also, someone tried to murder you with skincare. I can't. I literally can't. But here's the thing. And this is where I think the show is actually going somewhere interesting, even if the journey there is giving me an ulcer. Sidwell and Cullum messed up. They messed up big time. Because they thought taking Maxie out for 6 months would solve their problem. They thought, oh, she's in a coma, the investigation dies with her. Idiots. Absolute idiots. Do they not know who Maxie Jones is? This is the woman who... Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, right. This is the woman who survived Peter August. This is the woman who gave birth in the woods. This is Frisco and Felicia's daughter. You don't just pause Maxie Jones. You just make her angrier. She was investigating them before the coma. She had the file. She met with Martin. Those memories didn't just disappear. And now she has nothing to lose. Think about it. Her husband is back, but he's with her best friend. Her company has been hijacked. Her kids have been traumatized. She is going to be a scorched earth seeking missile. I feel like... Okay, hear me out. I feel like this is going to connect to the Britt Westbourne stuff. Remember, Britt Cullum has been blackmailing her, right? Something about her Huntington's marker, or... No, wait. Was it about Faison? I think it was Faison. If Cullum is blackmailing Britt, and he tried to kill Maxie, these two storylines have to crash into each other. Imagine Maxie and Britt teaming up. The Britch and the... Well, Maxie. Maxie doesn't have a cool nickname like that. The Maximista. Yeah, let's go with that. Imagine them taking down the WSB director and the corporate slimeball together. It would be poetic. But I'm worried about the enzyme. Lucas found it, but can they prove it came from Cullum? Because if Cullum is the director of the European division, he can probably shred that lab report with a phone call. He's got institutional cover, which is just a fancy way of saying he can do whatever he wants. Unless Anna Devane has been playing the long game. Okay, I know I said Anna was being obstructed, but come on. It's Anna. She practically invented being a double agent. What if she knows Cullum is dirty and she's just waiting for Maxie to wake up to drop the hammer? God, I hope so. Because if I have to watch Sidwell smirk one more time, I'm going to scream. And can we go back to the Nathan thing for a second, because I am still not over it. Maxie wakes up. She sees Nathan. She thinks, "Oh my God, my love, you're alive." And then he has to be like, "Yeah, hey, so Lulu and I are a thing now." Who writes this? Who sits in a room and thinks, you know what Maxie needs after a 6-month coma? Heartbreak. Although, wait, maybe it's a fake out. Maybe Nathan is undercover. Maybe he's only with Lulu to... No, that doesn't make sense. Lulu is a Spencer. She's not exactly subtle, but she's not a villain. Unless Lulu is being mind controlled. Okay, now I'm just making stuff up. I need to stop. But seriously, the timeline? The 18th of August 2025 poisoning. The 26th of August 2025, Sidwell confesses to Colette. The 12th of February 2026, Maxie wakes up. That's a long time to let a villain think he won. Sidwell has been walking around Port Charles for half a year thinking he's untouchable. He's probably renovated the deception offices. He's probably put his name on the door. I want to see the look on his face when Maxie walks in. I want her to walk in wearing the same face mask that killed her. No, that would be tacky. But you know what I mean. I want her to walk in and just burn it all down. She has the motive. She has the receipts, assuming Martin Gray didn't lose them, which is a 50/50 chance, honestly. And she has the rage. I just hope the show doesn't get distracted by the love triangle. Please, writers, I am begging you. Do not make this whole storyline about Maxie fighting Lulu for Nathan. Focus on the corporate espionage. Focus on the WSB corruption. Focus on the fact that a face mask was used as a murder weapon. It's so General Hospital. It's the most General Hospital thing to ever happen. High fashion, high stakes, ridiculous science, and someone coming back from the dead at the most inconvenient moment possible. I love it. I hate it. I'm going to watch every second of it. But if Ross Cullum gets away with this, I swear I'm writing a letter. Not to the editor. To the WSB. If I can find their address... Do they have a website? Probably not. Anyway, Maxie Jones is back. Sidwell better run. And Nathan... Well, Nathan has some explaining to do. Wait, did I mention Spinelli? Spinelli held the family together for 6 months. The man is a saint. If Maxie doesn't at least thank him before she goes on her revenge tour, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, I think that's everything. My brain hurts. I need coffee. Or maybe a face mask. Actually, definitely not a face mask. Never again. I'm done. I think... Yeah? Done. Wait. What about the enzyme compound? Did they ever say what it actually does besides cause a coma? Is there a side effect? Is Maxie gonna have superpowers now? Okay, now I'm really done. Good night. Or good morning. Whatever time it is, Maxie's awake. Chaos is coming. I'm ready. Sort of. Maybe. We'll see. End of rant.